What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? This is Hades at Hades Gaming, and I am finally here with my general thoughts and impressions on Call of Duty Black Ops 4. We are here playing on the map Payload, playing as the Specialist Ruin, and I just wanted to give my general thoughts and opinions of the game so far, tell you some things I like about the game, some things I don't like about the game, and without further delay, let's get right into it. Certain things that I absolutely love about the game are the maps. The maps are very much filled with variety. They are bright, they are colorful, you can always see where you're going, and they have a lot of diversity to them. Not to mention there's 3 throwback maps at launch, which really made me excited. The throwback maps are Jungle, Summit, and Firing Range. 3 of the greatest maps of all time from the Black Ops series, and I'm really excited that they made a return. Now, one of the things that I don't like about the game is the limited weapon selection you have. There are not a lot of weapons to choose from in any category of the game. I hope that they do add more weapons, hopefully from the variety of Black Ops games that we've had over the years to Black Ops 4. Because with such limited weapon selection, I mean, you're going to get bored really easily, and it'll drive you nuts. And, you know, I guess, you know, I've been sticking with the same 2 weapons, the KN-57 and the ICR-7, which is what I'm playing with right now, and it's pretty much only because there's very little to choose from. Not to mention that one of the weapons, the Spitfire, is a remake of a weapon from Black Ops 3, and it looks literally exactly the same, so that's not really something that I like about it. The second thing that I really don't like about the game, other than the weapon selection, is that it just seems they got really lazy with the graphics here. It seems like a lot of it is old recycled material, and you know, I like the game. I really do like this game, but you know, I feel like they could have done better as far as graphical fidelity went, and you know, it really just looks like Black Ops 2.5 to me, but that's not saying it's not its own separate game. As far as the camouflages in this game, I like them because they're not anything like we've seen before. Some examples of camouflages that are different are like the one I'm using right now, which is called Panther. We also have Massacre, which is a new one, which I'm working on right now. I haven't quite gotten it yet. But we do have a nice selection of camouflages that are very different from what we've seen before. Again, I've only had the game for 4 days, so there's no way in hell that I would have unlocked them all at this point. The game itself is very, you know, you have to think about what you're doing. You always have to think, am I using the equipment at the right time? Am I placing this razor wire down correctly? It's all about your decisions, and your decisions really will make or break you in this game. If you choose the wrong path, you're going to get cut down really easily. One other thing that I really don't like about this game is that camping has resurfaced. There has been a great resurgence of campers within the Call of Duty franchise because this game is more tactical. Now, that's to be expected. Tactical campers, you know, that kind of makes sense, but it's still fairly annoying. See, I can get my ass kicked at any time, and so can you if you play this game, so don't think you're, you know, unable to get your ass handed to you, because you are. The lobbies are very mixed. It's very challenging, so as I said before, think about what you're doing before you make the move. The default sensitivity on this game is 4. Now, when you go up to 6, it feels like you're at 8 for some reason. I think that the sensitivity numbers are a bit off, and you know, it's, you know, it is what it is. I mean, you'll find your sensitivity in this game. It's very different from World War II, in my opinion, and well, there's that. We also have the difference in how many maps were released at launch compared to Call of Duty World War II. Call of Duty World War II started out with 9 base multiplayer maps to play for, and that lasted about 4 months. Can you imagine playing the same 9 maps 4 months in a row? I mean, good God, that had to get boring. I know it was boring for me, and I'm a Master Prestige in that game. So it's very different this time. This time they came out with 14 multiplayer maps at launch. I admit 3 of them were remakes of the old maps, but they were all maps that Call of Duty Black Ops fans enjoyed. Another thing I like about this game is the medals. The medals look badass in my opinion. When you get a medal and you see that picture, it just looks so fucking cool. And, you know, that's just a small thing, but I like the aesthetic of it. The weapons sound more realistic in this game than they have in games past, such as World War II and Black Ops 3. These sound like bullets are whizzing right past your head, and when you get a headshot, it's just oh so fucking satisfying. And, you know, that's the way that I see it. But those are just a few of the aesthetically pleasing changes that they've made to the game. Now, as far as general, you know, time to kill, it's pretty slow because you are starting with 150 health. And if you play as Crash, which is another specialist, you can increase everyone around you's health to 200, which can get really, really annoying, not to mention the implementation of body armor in the game, which is also slightly annoying. But, you know, it is a new game. People are trying to adapt. They designed this game, in my opinion, to be tactical, and that's what we got. Not everyone's gonna like that. It's kind of like a weird mix between Call of Duty, Overwatch, and Rainbow Six. And it's, you know, it's very... it's just got a new taste to it, which some people will love and some people will hate. Again, nobody likes the same games as everybody else. So, you know, my general feelings on this game are it should succeed for the most part. I really hope that they increase the amount of weapons that are in the game. I hope that at some point that they, you know, nerf the health quite a bit. I mean, I think 125 or maybe 110 would be okay, but 150 just seems like way too much health for games such as this. And, you know, it might drive people away over a certain amount of time. It just might push people off of the game, having to wait that long to get a kill or having to unload an entire magazine within the game. But, you know, I've been very critical about this game, but what I can say is that it is satisfying to play. When you get a kill, you feel like you earned that kill. When you get a score streak, you actually feel like you earned it. Like within World War II, you had the addition of requisitions, which would automatically give you a score streak no matter if you died or not. It didn't matter. You'd still get the score streak eventually. It would cost more, but you'd still earn it. And you didn't really feel like you earned it at that point. You feel like it was just a participation trophy within the game. Now, as far as the score streaks go, I've only had a little bit of experience with them. I've gotten a few RCXDs, I've gotten a few UAVs, attack helicopters, and Hailstorm missiles, and they're pretty powerful. The gunship is something you definitely don't want to mess with because it's incredibly hard to shoot down. UAVs seem to go down in one hit, but you know, that's a UAV. It's one of the lowest score streaks, so obviously you can expect that. But a lot of these maps are not designed for run and gun playstyles. When you go around a corner, you want to have your gun up. You always want to be thinking about what your opponent is going to do and stay at least 3 steps ahead of that. Time to kill may be very slow in this game, but you could get slaughtered by one person with one magazine if you're not careful. And the implementation of health in this game is very different from other games. This time you have to manually heal yourself, and that's a great thing. I think that's much more strategic and it makes people think more. But at the same time, a lot of people forget, you know, you can't just hide behind a corner and heal. You actually have to inject yourself with, I believe it looks like an adrenaline shot that will help keep you alive. So as I said, this game is very different from past Call of Duties, and some people will like it and some people just won't. But anyway, guys, I mean, this video's gone long enough as it is. I've thrown some criticisms at you. I've thrown some good things at you. Ultimately, you will decide whether you want to play this game. I can see myself playing this game for at least a year, and I will be making more and more videos on Call of Duty Black Ops 4 with more updated information on the game, statuses of the new maps. I will probably make gun review videos on this game with each particular weapon, and I will definitely come up with some strategic ways to play the game. Anyway, guys, I really hope that you enjoyed this video. I'm sorry it took so long to come out. I just really wanted to get a good handle on this game before I made a first impressions video on it. And thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, favorite, and subscribe, and maybe share it with your friends. It would really help. And this is Hades Gaming, guys, signing off.